guys, we're here at Simracing Expo 2025 and I found myself this spreadsheet air frying denying Heusinkveld guy with, what is this? What is this?
This is a very confusing thing, but it's a new wheel, and well, I don't really want to do the same thing that already exists. You look around here, there's literally 100 steering wheels that all look great, work great, but they're all sort of the same. So we really went back to the drawing board, like how do you want to hold a wheel? Do you want buttons in reach? With your thumb, all the inputs you can reach without letting go. We redesigned the grips to be more ergonomic. I tend to fumble with my fingers when holding a wheel, I mean. Where do your fingers go, right? And then with a lot of wheels on the back of the wheel, do you have 2 fingers below, 3 fingers below? And this is sort of a clear place for your fingers to wrap around. And we've had like 1 million prototypes, and this is something that we quite liked, and it's quite different. So yeah, it's quite striking. It will be divisive probably, but we hope that there are enough people sort of interested in, hey, this is a new way to do it, a new way to hold it, more buttons within reach. There's a little knob here so you can index relative from that. So just a really new look, but not really made for the looks. It's just, all right, this is where my hands are, that means this is where the buttons must be, and then the minimum in between. So yeah, we hope it strikes a chord with enough people, because it is very different, but we are quite happy with it, and I use it a lot now. Buttons are not finalized, by the way. These are a bit crap. They will be better. But otherwise,
the buttons on our product are they're a bit crap at the moment.
Yeah, but the feeling is all right, but the looks of them is a bit not finalized. But otherwise, it's mostly the definitive, like the final version.
So basically, so the main thing. Can I hold the?
No.
No.
All right.
So I've got one over here, guys. Ha! They've got more than one.
We have the 5 buttons within reach. You can rotate this on the bottom or on the side. Press it. You can also press it on the side. You can access these, the joystick, and even the lower one, you can still operate it without totally letting go of the wheel. Only for the joystick here you might want to take your hand off the wheel. And of course the pedals are push-pull and adjustable as well in length, so you can change the length of them. So it's quite adjustable there, and of course clutches as well. So there's quite a few things here, and it's 1 kilo. And we have an equation on my back. I'm too short. But lightweight is important, because the lighter it is, the more the motor is in command of what the wheel does. You can always add damping or friction, but if it's light, it can respond faster, and you feel the details more than when it's a heavy wheel. And 1 kilo is on the light side. I'm not sure if it's the lightest, but with all the clutches and stuff attached, it's pretty light.
And then, so a lot of people, you've got the Christmas festive lights on here at the moment. And how's that working in terms of those would be rev lights and then maybe flag indicators?
Yeah, so it works with SimUp.
Yeah.
We are investigating ways to do add support for it ourselves as well, but SimUp is so well used and it works well. So this works via SimUp, and you can assign the LEDs to it. And also here in the sim, this light comes on where you have DRS enabled. So it's not a full display, but still enough for the shift lights and stuff.
The Heusinkveld logo, is that always on, or can you turn that off?
If it was up to me, I think you would be able to turn it off, but I think Sven overruled me, so it's always very dimly visible.
Okay. But and that is just that, though. You can't put anything else there.
No, this is like the stuff behind it it's not a display. It's just LEDs through a yeah.
And then obviously you'll be able to mount this onto you've got the bolts here, so you can mount it.
We have probably, I think, the thinnest adapter, but this is 50 millimeters.
Yeah.
And we have like this thin adapter to go from 50 to 70. So it's quite compact and lightweight as well. So it really makes a surprising difference if you have a big heavy wheel, just the responsiveness and the detail you feel. And it's quite striking how much it matters actually.
So I really noticed that especially on the really high-end DD wheels, or like just newer direct drive wheels that are just a lot smoother, and you have a lot more detail at the lower torque, which I think that's where the more important detail is when you're in neutral steer. And you really do notice when the car's light and the force feedback's light, when you've got a heavier force feedback wheel, the moment of inertia of the wheel is what you're feeling rather than the actual force feedback.
Yeah, you like to run not a lot of damping and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's you cannot get rid of the weight of the wheel because it's there. So the lighter your wheel is, the more direct you can make the force feedback. We've set it up in our sims to be as reactive as possible without oscillating. But it's still quite reactive, and yeah, that really makes a difference.
So what in terms of holding on to this? You've got like the coating on here. What sort of coating is it? So I notice it's kind of like for a virtual coating explanation here. It's kind of tacky. It's not like if you've used the Fanatec McLaren wheel rim. It's not that kind of rubber. It's more of a grainy texture, like a very light, not sandpaper, but like a light grain to it. But then also it does have a little bit of grip to it. So I imagine if you were wearing gloves, it would absolutely stick to it. But even without gloves, with your naked hands, you do get like a grip. Even if your hands are a bit sweaty, you do get like a bit of a grip.
The biggest surprise actually, because I had like a suede steering wheel, very low grip, and most of my cramp was from pinching the wheel.
Yeah.
And here there is a lot of surface area and also a high grip. So I can run a lot more force feedback without realizing it. My arms get tired instead of my hands, so the grip is easier to hold on even at higher torque. But also there are lots of direct drive wheels now with 8 Newton meters or 5 or 10, and then a lighter wheel as well. If you have 25 Newton meters, it can always move instantly, but with the lower end wheels, having a lighter wheel, and this is relatively, we think, relatively acceptably priced, $599 including VAT, $499 excluding VAT. That, you know, if you have a more entry mid-range level wheel, this will not make it sluggish.
So this is probably, in terms of who this wheel is really for, it's not for your sort of budget sim racer, obviously, that's just getting into it.
Yeah.
It's more for the sort of, if you're an enthusiast that's looking for something that's not a GT3 wheel, maybe like an esports driver that's looking for something that's like designed around performance and like what, you know, accessibility of the buttons, consistency, ease of use in a sense, just like not overcomplicated. It's like it's like a stroop waffle without topping. It's this
Stroop waffle analogy, there's actually 2 stroop waffles here, because you said not complicated, but we also have a function layer.
Okay.
So you can double the functionality.
Okay.
And you can also do long press, short press type things.
Okay.
So I've lost count of how many, there's actually a competition we have, but if you use all the double functions, and there's like 100 plus inputs you can give.
So on the face of it, it's not a complicated wheel, it's ergonomic, but if you're a mega nerd and you want to have all the buttons that you could possibly imagine in combinations, you can get lost. I think that's where the Excel spreadsheet sort of
we need the latest Excel with the most cells, otherwise it doesn't fit.
Why isn't one of these buttons a Excel spreadsheet launcher?
I got voted out of that. You can assign any button to activate it. What I like to do is have the push of the flippers actuate the function layer, and then maybe design mirrors or seat position, like common things in lots of sims, FOV, force feedback settings. If you do that behind the function layer, you can have a completely new layer of inputs there. And
so I think, like, just out of a general interest thing, what would you say has been the hardest part of developing and designing and getting this into production? As this is like your first wheel rim, obviously you're familiar with pedals and your handbrakes, and you've got a sequential shifter as well, I believe. Yeah, they're all there. They're nice small ones, but yeah, what was the
and dubious knobs?
Strange knobs on here.
Strange things going on here.
But what was the sort of, if you were to say, the ultimate challenge with this?
Well, we made more mistakes than ever, but we also learned more than ever. So everything here is new. The material usage, the 3D shapes, wireless technology. I forgot, I think it's 2 milliseconds, like it's 500 hertz, but don't quote me on that. I tend to forget those numbers. It's really low latency, so you don't notice any difference between a wired or this wireless wheel. Quite good battery life as well. We've never done those things. And the material use and a completely new shape. So most of it is regret, but actually now that it's done, a lot of pride as well. It was really hard, and it's hard to pinpoint what was the most difficult. Since everything was difficult, I struggled to find it. Everything was horror.
Don't
it was just
do hardware.
Nightmare. Don't do it. No.
Awesome.
No, it took a long time, and it was really complicated. But also, I must say, this design, I do the concept of it mostly, but I'm not great at 3D modeling. So you can see there's more people here than just me. So a lot of the design work and stuff is not done by me, but I did the main concept, like why are wheels what they are and how can they be different. That's sort of my creative thinking, but actually making something that works is no longer really my department, because all this beautiful 3D engineering is where I sort of have to hand over to actual skilled people.
Yeah.
So there's definitely many people involved and lots of blood, sweat, and well, not as many blood maybe, but sweat and tears definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking us through that and giving us a sort of introduction there.
Yeah.
When are they actually going to be available to buy?
Before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're committed to that.
We are committed to it. Yes. Even if we have to paint the buttons ourselves now. But
so this could be. That's why the lights are like this. This could be the ultimate Christmas tree decoration.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
And we're running AMS1 on the Sims, so it's with models used by Rodin, Formula 4, Formula 3. So give it a go later and see what you think.
We'll jump on that and give it a test ourselves. But thanks for taking the time to go through everything. Really appreciate it. I don't think Neil's will be doing any more interviews with us. Or maybe he will. We'll have to bribe him.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
By the way, I ran into Marco. He wants to know where you are so we can beat you up.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
He's already tugged me by the ear.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, I told him if I find you, I would bring you to him. So
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I think everyone's trying to beat me up with this year. I don't know what. I've never said anything negative about anything.
Well, I told you the reason I went this year was for this wheel and not, but just really to get a chance to.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time. And,
welcome.
There you go, guys. That's the new Heusinkveld wheel. Make sure to subscribe and like. Most importantly of all, what do people need to do?
What do people need to do?
Yeah, most importantly.
Avoid Gamer Muscles channel at all costs. I sometimes go there and I regret it every time. But if you're really curious, do check him out. He is one of the few influencers
you can't go from slagging the person off to go, no, check him out. In the ending is, you've got to drink a cup of tea.
Oh, yeah, but we don't have the social skills in the Netherlands, so I don't know what you mean. So check this guy out. What I appreciate with Gamer Muscle, he actually has a voice of, I would say reason, not really, but no.
Really it's a reason.
So what I appreciate,
insanity.
Let me think of what I do appreciate your channel and your more critical view of the space is good.
Okay.
So
thank you very much. Well, that was a really good rounded and concise ending to the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Till the next one. See ya.